Coming up, Red Dead Revolver 2, Ouya 2, Vita 2, Nvidia Shield 2 news, Japanese naked schoolgirl game, Kojima gets sexually abused in the That's VR. Twice, for your pleasure.
Stick them in the twos, even though it's Ramble on episode 83. Call it two, one. Just to stick with the twos. The ones and twos.
There we go. Twosage.
Orange Hills is Adam Gorstang Zich.
Get rid of that.
I'm gonna abuse the news. I'm gonna abuse the Nintendo news and other news.
As you can see, this week we're in Hyrule.
Hyrule news.
Beautiful. Can you just see Zelda just a little link, sorry, just behind you, right there.
Yeah.
It's just on the horse.
I think you've just stood in some horse shit.
Yeah.
Corn. I didn't know horses ate corn.
No, this horse shit's from Red Dead Revolver 2.
Red Dead Revolver 2. Abuse the news. Red Dead Revolver 2. So they teased that a little bit, didn't they? And then finally they came out with a trailer. We talked about it quite a lot last week, but we missed the trailer. It was just after we went live and shit.
The trailer came out on Thursday. We do
Monday, yeah.
We do Mondays.
Yeah.
So one thing I did notice, starts off with that, right? I didn't see any non-binaries in that. I think they're going to be pissing people off.
Were they? Yeah. Probably. Maybe the cows were. I don't know.
I'm not too sure. I didn't see any non-binaries.
What did you think about it? I had to watch it again today to remind myself of it, because straight after the NX went, or around about the same time, so it went out my head. So I
went giddy excited with it, and then NX1 just sort of went for me. So I went, yeah, Red Dead. With NX, because I was more. I don't know. I think it was because
we'll stick with Red Dead for a minute.
Yeah, I think it was because I thought the Nintendo one was coming out on Friday because somebody typed the date wrong on one of these blog posts and stuff. So I'm thinking, I kept thinking, what a stupid time to release that when the biggest game known to man is coming out. You go like, what we'll do is we'll hijack that then. But as it turns out,
really did hijack it.
Most people actually, everything's blown up. More people are talking about NX than they are Red Dead. The Red Dead thing,
what did you think about it? What did you get from it? Because it's quite a short trailer, wasn't it? I thought it looked very pretty.
It looked very pretty. It's set before Red Dead Redemption.
It must be, but have they said that?
Yeah, because
he's dead.
Billy. Spoilers.
He's dead.
He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. So it's set in between Revolver and
the game they don't talk about.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
The game they don't talk about, which is stupid, really. They should acknowledge it. It looked pretty. I know that it's going to play like Red Dead, so it's like it ticks all boxes for me.
Yeah. For me, I was like, that looks really nice. That's good. But I felt like I know what I'm going to be doing again. I don't know. Yeah. So even though it's good, I don't think I'm as excited as I should be. I probably just need to see something cool like Trevor. I need a lunatic cowboy in there that's just a Trevor.
Well, yeah.
Maybe we could have Trevor's like great granddad, or whatever it'd be.
Bever.
And he can just be a dickhead.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Well,
apparently there's going to be a lot of online again, like GTA really.
I hope they do a bit what they did in GTA. No, I was going to say like by swapping protagonists. But I'm not too sure. I think, mind you, I can't really say because I wasn't expecting much from being able to swap my protagonist in GTA 5. I thought it started annoying me initially because I'm like, I don't want to play as Franklin, nothing racist. I just want to play as Trevor. I played as Michael at the beginning. I'm like, yeah, alright, is this my guy? And then it's like, no, now you're playing this. And once they give me 3 characters, and I kept changing, and I'd go around to my mate's house and I'd see cutscenes where I played as Michael and I'm having a domestic, and I've been upstairs having this domestic, come all the way down having a domestic, and then Trevor turned up. Then I went on to Mick's house, and Mick was playing as Trevor, going to the house, and he walked in part way through the domestic, and I'm like, I've seen this from both sides now.
Yeah. You get his perspective. Replayability, like you could be asked going through all that again, but I think you could re-choose the missions.
You can re-choose the missions anyway, but
maybe a bit of that, maybe.
What it could do is have you switch between the law enforcement and that gang. So you play as John Marston in the gang doing stuff, and then it's because he changes in Red Dead Redemption, doesn't he?
Because he redeems himself.
He tries to redeem himself at the very beginning because the law was on his case and he wanted out and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe if you play as the law, as the opposite side, so you have got a completely different story. You're seeing all the
It'd make for
aftermath.
good online as well, because
It
then
would.
you could have a versus kind of
Yeah,
thing,
of course
like
you could,
the
yeah,
law
yeah.
versus.
So you could have that,
outlaw.
and then like your main twist or your main decision would be to, well, mind you can't do, you see, because it's set between. So if you choose as the cops to kill the entire gang, you know that's not happened.
That
because,
hasn't happened, yeah.
So I don't know, but I
can't
think
work.
that'd be quite a decent thing, because you're like, oh, all right.
It'll certainly be a good game.
Yeah, well, Rockstar really dropped the ball. I mean, they fucked
Yeah.
up on number GTA 4. I don't.
No, the DLC was ace though.
I can't.
They
put me-
redeemed themselves with the
Can't put my
DLC.
finger on exactly why number 4 was so poor. Like I said, the DLC was good, but I can't put. My
It was
finger
all the
on-
little annoyances, like the phone ringing all the
Yes,
time,
the
and
phone ringing.
the
car
cars
mechanic,
felt
yeah,
horrible.
yeah,
and
it's all
they must
bad.
have improved it, because I enjoyed it more later on, or maybe I just got a bit more forgiving.
I think they
know.
improved it with the DLC, and then GTA 5 just felt completely.
I just
different.
felt like every time I drove somewhere and hit the smallest thing, I went through the window. So I reckon they updated that so it wasn't as
Yeah, I
harsh.
think it was really spungy suspension in the cars.
Yeah.
I could never really do anything. But yeah, so
That's out in
the-
autumn.
Hey, Ariane!
Hello.
Look at us in Hyrule and shit. Hyrule!
Join us.
Come on,
Come round now.
come with me.
It's good.
And you'll see a world of pure imagination. What you'll find will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise,
Tear in my eye.
simply close your eyes.
Nintendo Switch
Yeah.
reveal. That happened. Did you watch
Yeah.
that? Did you watch it? Now this took a massive shit on.
Massive.
A massive shit.
Talk about raining
on
on
Red
somebody's
Dead. On Red
parade.
Dead. Surprisingly, really, because I don't know. You'd always think it'd be the other way around, wouldn't you? I mean, they're not the best at planning things, but it seems the internet has gone mental over
Really,
the Nintendo Switch, and
Ouya
they've
2, yeah.
kind of Ouya 2, and they've kind of forgot about Red Dead, which
Yeah.
was, and they planned it so well, did Rockstar, that
I know,
you could
they're
see the
like, oh,
marketing
here we go, and
fucking
then-
bob on, and then they just got shot on.
Oh, the drama. Yes, indeed.
Lots of drama. So you probably know most about the NX already, peoples. So I'll just quickly go through
Well, we had a chat
things.
last Thursday, I believe. didn't
Yeah,
we?
at the end of the PlayStation
at the
VR
end- yeah,
video,
and-
you can watch that.
and that was only after having a few hours for it to sink in, but it didn't really properly sink in because we were like playing VR. So
Yeah. Processing everything.
Processing
Red Dead,
everything.
that VR.
my
Too
opinion's
much.
changed on it.
Mine's slightly improving.
Yeah, mine's
I still think the controller and the colour look like shit, but I understand why the controller is the way it is. I don't imagine there's any way around it because of the extra stuff you can do. And it kind of doesn't matter because you can buy a pro controller
Yeah.
as your two. You always want two controllers, don't you?
Yeah, of course you do.
So
Makes
that
it
can be
bigger.
you.
Wow, you're doing some funky,
Play it. Whoa.
sparkly things.
Sparkly, it's my sparkly coat. Something's changed.
Yeah, it's
Something's a mess.
illuminating.
I've got a hole in here too. What's that about?
I don't know. Chest expanding.
That's happening. Ignore that. Try your best. So what were I saying?
Yes,
Rudely interrupted.
by the sparkle. Yeah, the controller and
The controller, yeah. So you give that to your mate, wouldn't you? Really, if you're playing at home,
Yeah.
you'd play with a pro. I'd play with a pro if it were my house, and I'd say you could play with that because it looks
cheers.
annoying, but functional. So it's
illusion.
it's basically it's a portable home console, isn't it?
Yes.
It's everything. It's either the most powerful portable console so far, Vita 2,
Yes.
or it's a home console that is at least
Bit better.
a little bit more powerful than the Wii U last gen, basically.
Yeah.
Style, if you want to look at it like that way. At least a little bit, because it's using NVIDIA Tegra.
Tegra X1 chip.
Not necessarily one.
Not potentially not one, but
Tegra
at the
custom.
moment it is using the X1 chip with custom architecture.
That's
chip.
what they've given the devs, apparently.
Yeah, that's what they've given the devs.
Rumour-wise.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently they're giving the devs that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's what they're using.
No, because
they always give
originally,
you a basic thing
originally
for all
they did
consoles.
say this console was coming out in December, didn't they?
Yeah.
Now with Nvidia talking about potential of X2 coming out
And
soon,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they've knocked it back by a good 3-4 months.
Yeah.
Possibly,
Possibly
hopefully.
Tegra 2,
Tegra
which
2.
would bring it more in line with PlayStation 4. And possibly more from what we've been seeing. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it.
This is why we have a stay, but we don't have a stay.
Yeah, so it's at least going to be a Wii U Plus.
Yeah, but if it's got Tegra 2 and it's going to be a Wii U Plus Plus, it's probably going to be a 360 Plus.
If it's got a Tegra 2, it's plus.
Yeah.
It's getting more towards your
Yeah.
Xbox One and PlayStation 3, but we don't really know. We just know it's at least a Tegra 1.
Forgot it was Monday. Hi, everybody!
Hello.
Of course it was Monday. You can tell it's Monday. Drinking wine.
So they showed all the devs and stuff that they partnered with
Sorry.
as a way to say, and they did this last time, as a way
Do
to
it all the
say,
time. PlayStation do it and everything.
no, but it means more when it's Nintendo because they don't get third-party support. You'd assume with a PlayStation 5 that everyone's going to support it. You just would, or
Yeah.
an Xbox 5 million, whatever. But Nintendo always feel the need to say, look, we're getting support. Now, on the picture it shows, it's all the main ones, I think. Is there any notable exceptions?
EA aren't on there, I don't think.
Are they not? I imagine they will be,
I can't remember.
yeah, I think they're all on there, pretty much.
I'll find
Bar
out.
the odd one. Have a quick look. But just because they've said that, and they're the partners, it doesn't mean that they're going to make any games for them. It actually means nothing, but it's a way of reassuring the public, I think. But I wouldn't take that reassurance, because it actually means nothing. They haven't said they're making games for it. The only games announced are Zelda. Even the ones they showed in the trailer aren't
So
necessarily being made, apart from Zelda, which is already made. Like they showed a Mario.
So here we go. I can do a rundown of them. 505 Games, Activision, Arc Games, Atlas, Namco Bandai, Bandai Namco, Bethesda, Capcom, Codemasters, EA, From Software.
Dark Souls, is it?
Dark Souls 3 will fit on there easily because that doesn't push any. It doesn't push the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One to any limits.
Yeah, that
Any
was
limits. Frozen Byte, I've never heard of them. Who's that? Gaffy Trust, fuck knows who they are. Grasshopper Manufacturing, Gung Ho Hamster, Integrate, fuck them. KT, so Konami, Levels,
Level 5.
Marvelous, Maximum Games, Software, I don't know who they are. Partly Bit, Platinum, Sega, Spike, Chunsoft, Square Enix, Starbreeze, Take-Two, because I thought that 2K Games were it, but Take-Two own 2K Games, Rockstar, and everything.
Right. So that's all you.
That's interesting.
Red Deads and all that.
Yeah, Telltale
potentially.
Games, THQ Nordic, Texas RPG, TT Games, Ubisoft, Warner Brothers, some Korean writing, Wise, which is actually a dev kit, Autodesk, which is a dev kit.
These are all the
which
kits
is-
at the bottom,
yeah.
apparently.
Dina,
Havoc. Also, what is it? Unreal.
yeah, but that comes
4.
under Epic Games because it's owned by them.
Right. So
Unity and all that kind of shit. So that's
So
that.
what's missing? Is there something missing that we need to know about? I don't know. Can you think of anything?
Well, not
Sony.
Sony. Microsoft Game Studios.
Microsoft, but it doesn't mean that because they still might not make any games. So there's that. The screen is HD because the Wii one was a bit not. Well, it just wasn't HD, was it? It uses cartridges,
Yes.
which means quick loading times, and probably other things. But cartridges are cool now. Cartridges are back in,
Cartridges are all the rage.
They weren't cool when it was the N64. Mainly due to storage and things, really. I mean, they were cool because they were quick. There were no loading.
Yeah, they were cool because they were that, but
they couldn't hold.
The world had moved on to CDs,
Yeah.
and Nintendo didn't like
Stubborn
the
as
idea
usual.
of counterfeiting shite. So
Yeah. So, but I mean, that doesn't really matter anymore. I don't think. I think your cartridge can hold a fuck ton.
I think you've been told to shut the fuck up. I wouldn't be surprised if they do a little bit of what modern consoles, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One do, which will be a matter of like, you ain't playing that game unless that cartridge is in, but you're gonna have to install it.
Oh fuck that! No, I can't be arsed with that shit again. It does me head in on PlayStation, installing everything.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It does my head in.
Oh look, I've got 500 gig. How big is this install?
No, I don't want it. Although it looks like there's some USB things on the side of the unit.
Of the
toaster.
Yeah.
So at home you could have extra storage. But then
charger unit.
But I mean, if you did have to download the game, then when you're taking it on the go, you're going to need so much storage in the one device, so that can't work.
You'll probably be alright if you have the... I don't know.
It's probably just some little code when it's plugged in, but I hope they don't do that. It's the fucking worst thing ever. I don't think they need to with cartridge, because it's quick anyway.
It is quick, yeah.
See,
but
it was
then
to reduce time, wasn't it?
R4 cards.
Yeah, a lot of people said that. Could it be like pirated again?
I'll get one now.
Or have they done something weird? But can you imagine getting an R4 card and having fucking Zelda, Mario,
I'll be like, I'll
Mario,
download Skyrim again.
everything, yeah. And it's got basically an Xbox controller now, which is good. The analog, no, it looks bit shit.
It looks terrible.
But
the analogs are in the right
everything
position.
is in the right place. All the buttons are in the right place, but aesthetically, it's just like
the
boring. I
was gonna say the spikes things. They come straight down. You know what you hold.
Oh right.
They come directly.
I'd
down.
have to hold it.
Yeah, I'd have to hold it. This is one of my main things with it. I reckon. Because I'm getting more and more convinced as I see things like maybe I won't use it externally.
Yeah.
I might fuck it. I might take it to work. I'll play it at dinner time.
Maybe,
I can play
unless it's an hour battery.
I know it sounds stupid. And everybody goes like, "Who gives a fuck about a 3-year-old game, Skyrim?" I'd play Skyrim at work.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would do it. At my dinner time, I'd be like, because I've got a desk, so I can.
A lot of people go to Skyrim, and it's just one of them dick around things, isn't it? I think even sort of like Dark Souls would be good because you're constantly doing the same bit because you keep dying.
Yeah, I wouldn't play that because it's shit. It's for psychopaths.
At least if you're killing
Paul.
time, if you're a bus wanker or something and you're trying to kill some time, at least you can just spend half an hour just trying that little bit that you can't get past or whatever.
No,
maybe I think it works with some games.
Forgot to eat though. So until I reckon, as soon as I get my hands on it. Play a platform game like Mario. I can't play platform games. Anybody knows me.
Well, it didn't show any of them, did it? It's 3D platform.
Or a 3D one, something that will get me to use both analogs.
Yeah.
While holding the tablet, and I'll go like right, because if I can play it that wide,
it's pretty big, isn't it?
Right, I could play it that wide. If it feels comfortable, if it looks sweet, I'll be like, I'm sold now. How much is this? 200 quid.
I reckon it's going to be 300. I reckon it's going to be 300. I reckon it is, because how much is a PlayStation? But just under 300 now, isn't it?
250 quid now. PlayStation,
you probably get it for
Xbox S, 250 quid.
250, right. Alright then. I still reckon it's going to be 300. I still reckon it is.
In that case, I ain't getting one.
Yeah, but they're never going to get people that have an Xbox and a PlayStation 4.
No, they're not.
They're not going to do it.
But the install base of that is so high right now.
Because everybody's already got it.
Yeah.
So it's for people that want an extra thing again. It's like, do you want this extra thing?
And a lot of PlayStation owners probably won't go for it because they've all got a VR.
Stubborn
which
as well. No, but they won't trade it in. It'll be a second console again.
Yeah.
They'll still have the VR because you won't get rid of your PlayStation. If it had Red Dead 3 on and it was like a PS4, I'd just get rid of my PlayStation 4. I won't need it.
As I said before, if the end of the Red Dead trailer, it panned down and it had PlayStation 4, Xbox, and kept on going, Nintendo Switch.
No.
And then it finished, right? Imagine that. You'd be like, what the fuck? Nintendo Switch, and then Nintendo
Yeah.
Here's my trailer,
Here's my
motherfucker!
Switches, yeah. No, I think better than that. In the Nintendo Switch trailer,
It should
do you want to show the games?
Yeah.
They should have just had fucking Red
Red
Dead.
Dead.
Like it with nothing though.
Yeah, because he didn't react to none of those games like anything anyway, did he? Like, alright, I'll play a game.
So the games they showed in the trailer, Mario Kart, which is a different Mario Kart.
It is a different Mario Kart.
Not everybody picked up on straight away.
No, it isn't. I'll try and find it.
But it has the Switch items. Switch, see? Mario Kart Switch. Switch items like Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube. It'd be nice to have two characters back on the Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So, and it also had a different character on. The circuit was Yoshi's circuit, so that's in Mario Kart 8. So this isn't Mario Kart 8, what they've shown. This is either Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart Switch, just a new Mario Kart, or I think Chris Roderick said, or maybe it's just like a Mario Kart 8 Plus, where you get extra DLC. But I mean, just having two items changes the whole thing, really, doesn't it?
It is. I'm going to try and bring
so
an image.
I don't know if it is.
I just downloaded an image.
Bear with it.
Yeah, fucking.
Splatoon's different as well. I just thought it was Splatoon.
I thought it was Splatoon.
Yeah, but there's certain things in it that aren't in Splatoon.
Right.
So this could be a new Splatoon or Splatoon Plus. You know, maybe it's just like an Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
Extra things, spruced up graphics. Maybe. It showed Skyrim a lot.
A hell of a lot. Too much.
They said they're not even developing it, so they haven't started develop. Whatever, they can port it, no problem. But you're not going to show it that much unless it's going to be on your console, surely.
No,
You just use Red Dead then. You just go here, Red Dead.
They're talking shit about that. Whoever it is talking shit. Whoever at Bethesda are talking shit because they haven't announced it yet. They're saying, nah, mate, it's not. Yeah, we've not confirmed that
Maybe
yet.
trying to get some more money. Or wait for sales. A lot of them wait for sales, like a lot of.
Okay, so here we go. So right there, right above Adam's head,
Fucking
right there, you'll see the two. That's not happening, and not only
And
that.
behind Mr. Hughes's,
here,
Ryu,
Okay.
is a different character who's not in Mario Kart 8.
I'll just lift that up a bit. Bo!
But this is Yoshi's Circuit.
But that's Yoshi's Circuit on GameCube, it said, isn't it? No, it's Yoshi's Circuit, Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, this is one of Mario Kart 8 in the. Is it the DLC? Yeah. No. Oh, but wait a minute.
Oh, but wait.
Is Yoshi's Circuit from Double Dash?
Yes, it is from Double Dash.
Is this the little two items? Yoshi's Circuit, which is also in Double Dash.
Yes, it is.
Oh, we're going to get two characters, which would make sense because you switch in Double Dash. Switch characters, switch items.
Yes.
Mario Kart Switch, you heard it here first, guaranteed.
Fucking awesome.
Fucking guaranteed. We put all the pieces together, first to do it.
Yeah, well, I forgot here. You forgot to eat though. Will it be the remastered version of Skyrim? I wonder. Well,
we don't know.
We don't know
because we don't know how powerful it is. But I'm guessing a Wii U Plus. So
I don't know.
Maybe not. I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Maybe
we
not.
don't know.
It showed that NBA game. What is it? 2K.
Yeah, no, we're 2K. Yeah, 2K.
Yeah. But I mean, that's on 360 as well. I think there is a downscaled version of that. So that doesn't even say how powerful it's going to be. I was looking for clues of power.
You can make them games look really, really, really good anyway because you're only animating one area. It's a bit like a boxing game. Remember the graphics on the first
Fight Night
on the Xbox Prime? Unreal, but you only have to animate within the square.
Yeah, you're not doing
everything else is kind of like a non-interactive background.
Yeah,
you used to have particle effects.
Yeah,
and brilliant lighting, but you didn't have
I was just looking for any clues of the power and it.
Power.
And there were amiibos on the screen on the TV.
Was there?
The little amiibos underneath. The usual amiibos. One of the packs of amiibos. Mario and things. So, I mean, it's obviously going to support amiibo
and
again.
Yeah.
There's a mysterious button on the controller. Nobody knows what it is. They keep saying, well, maybe it's a share button. It's Nintendo, it won't be a share button.
No, fuck that. No way.
It'll just be where you put your amiibo.
We'll probably get content ID'd for having this being in Hyrule.
Possibly. I don't know how
being
good they
in
are.
Hyrule.
I don't know how good they are.
Do all the twats.
And that's so March 2017, and that's that. So we slightly come around on it, haven't we? Slightly. I don't like the colour. I don't like the grey. They can change that.
They can change that, yeah.
Well, they can keep it, but I'm going to buy the other colour. If there's another colour, I'm buying the other colour.
I like the green. I like the brown. Not the brown. There's no brown.
There's some mock-ups of it in the Show Me Games group.
Well, I thought they were actual legit.
No, they're not legit.
Oh, fuck.
Mock-up, but they do have different colours.
Yeah,
everything they do.
I like the green. Like I said, the orange is quite nice. I never thought I'd like an orange console.
Yeah.
The orange is quite nice. I liked the NES, the Famicom, and the SNES version of it.
Yeah, they've done a Zelda one, haven't they? They've added more to it.
I don't
like
fuck
a Zelda one.
Zelda.
But these
Oh,
aren't.
the shit. Nobody likes Zelda.
These aren't real. These are just somebody's done these. But it looks so much better with these colours on.
Considerably better. It doesn't look like an Ouya 2.
Yeah. So that's that. That's where we're at with that. Once you've had anything to add?
Not particularly. No, I mean it's all speculation at the moment.
They're not going to say anything until next year.
The group has been. I mean, we've had Jack Taylor like bastion in the cause of the Switch, hasn't he? He has been biting to a lot of people. I think
people
trolling.
put in the like Japanese type, Chinese bombs or tablets and things that have the controllers on the which look fucking horrible. Let's be honest. You're not going to buy one of them. No. And even if it can do the same as a Wii, Nintendo Switch, it doesn't have Nintendo games on it. That's usually the point, and it won't be as convenient just to plug it into your telly in the toaster and things like that. It's not really as simple as go and buy a tablet, get a Bluetooth controller. I don't know.
There was one of those that was shared, which could detach its thing and stuff like that. We were talking about it briefly before it came on, and I watched it. It was a Chinese one from about 2 years ago, and it was glasses-free 3D.
Yeah, the screen. Yeah.
Now
the tablet.
That if you're going to be chucking it up at £300, that'd be interesting.
It'd be interesting.
Because,
I mean, I'd take everything,
of course. If your 3DS does it,
I'd take the lot.
Which then means that they don't have to pay for a touchscreen, which is cheaper. The glasses-free 3D is cheaper than having multiple touch screens. I've decided that. There's no actual evidence.
I'm just agreeing with him.
Yeah.
Well, you do, don't you?
That's what
you just
it is.
Go, I mean, your head, you're thinking, is it?
Is it? Probably.
I'll just agree with him anyway.
I'll say it is. Yeah, it is. So that'd be nice.
Yeah. Does it affect the definition of the screen though?
Yes, it does.
So
when you turn it, not only when you turn the VR,
well, I know it does with the 3DS.
3D.
But will it affect the overall potential even when you switched it off?
It shouldn't do. No.
Don't know. I have no idea.
No, it shouldn't.
No idea.
Shouldn't.
I don't think they'll do that because it's more pissing around.
Yeah.
More money. They want to keep the costs down.
Yeah.
I just think they will. Right. That's that. Amnesia Collection coming to PS4.
Excellent. Get the first one. Don't play the second.
Well, you get them both, and you get the DLC. I think there was DLC with the first one. I don't know if there was with the second. So you get them. I do fancy playing them. $30. Digital. I think it's digital only.
Not worth $30.
No.
Get your laptop fixed.
I tried it on my laptop. It wouldn't fucking do it. It weren't having it.
Why not?
No. I do want to play. I'll wait till it's free like I do everything.
It's not the greatest.
No.
I mean, and it's dated now. You played better version. You played Outlast.
Yeah.
The second one isn't as good. The second one got boring really quickly because they tried to scare you. It got to the point where I wasn't scared anymore. Everything was a hindrance.
Right.
Like something's like, and I'm like, can I just open this door? Right. I have to go back and Beastie's coming towards me. I'm just like, walk past him.
Yeah, you're just being methodical about it.
Don't mind me. Right, got my key. Excuse me. Find out. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
right, I'll open this fucking door. And it became like that. Whereas in the first one, it's a little bit more annoying because you will pass out due to fear. So if
your
you're
character,
hiding,
not me.
No, your character will pass out due to fear,
Right.
and you're like, oh fuck, and you wake up and you'll be, oh, you're a bastard.
Right.
And you also run out of oil, and you run
Do
out
you
of oil.
freeze?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So watching a little bit of the trailer and
But again, it's dated now. That's one of those. That's kind of the first big hit in the wander around your useless horror game.
Right.
Outlast, you're useless horror.
Yeah.
You're wandering around. Alien Isolation, you're useless horror.
Yeah.
So that's what I like to call them. You're useless horror.
Yeah. Your character's useless.
Absolutely
You need
fucking
to survive.
useless. Yeah. So that was the architect for that. The second one sort of has a little bit highs and lows. I got so bored of it.
It's a bit pang, the second one, isn't it?
Yeah.
From what
I think it's called Machine for Pigs. The second one.
Something to do with pigs, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Pig
not
fuckers.
made by the same.
Different
different
developers.
developer
Yeah.
again.
But that's happening.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that. I mean,
Not bad.
it's good for me because I'll eventually get it for free. That's what always happens with these games. Right, talking of game the retailer, they're up to their old tricks again. which is being retarded, it would seem. This isn't their online this time. This is the store.
This is the individual people.
Yeah, well...
This is the humans.
Not all. Maybe some of them. Certainly somebody in charge. So what they're doing is, they're letting people use the VR in store.
Oh yeah.
Which is nice, so you can try it before you buy it. Which is great. But they're charging for it. So
if you pay, right? If you pay 15, it's about £15.
It varies. Let me give you the breakdown of the prices.
Breakdown, right.
For 10 minutes, which is pointless, is £5. 20 minutes is £10.
So that's £10 to play the heist, basically.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, it takes about 20 minutes.
30 minutes is £15. So, yeah.
Right, so if you pay any of that...
I'll tell you what though, they do a good deal where if you put £350 deposit down,
yeah,
then they'll let you have 30 minutes for free.
It's not a deposit though, is it? You bought
it. You bought it. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to get. If you paid that, that should come off your cost of your VR.
No, it doesn't.
That should do.
You have to make an appointment and give him your number and make.
That's absolutely fucking retarded.
Right. So now they've sort of done a bit of PR today to try and rectify it.
Pash, why don't you charge £1 for 5 minutes? Right. You pick the time that they turn up.
Yeah, basically.
Fuck it, you
Give
pick the time.
Number.
Go like, well, what, missus and kids going out Saturday? Fuck it, I'll fit in 15. No, £5 for 20 minutes. Go £5 for 20 minutes. Do an entire fucking day while wife and kids are out.
In fact, fuck it, go on tour.
Yeah.
Just drive around, go to their house.
Go to their fucking house, say 50 quid, you can have this for an evening. I'll sit there and I'll set it up for you and stuff. 50 quid for an evening. They
like a mobile hairdresser, but like a mobile VR.
Yeah, fuck it. I might do it with me Gear VR. I'll scare people. Fucking game.
Right. So they're trying to do a bit of PR today because it's become a bit of a news thing. So I love that. What is that? Some strange sexual thing.
Yeah. Get over it.
Only for the big boys. Shit. So what they've done? They've said it's refundable
if you're sick.
If you don't buy VR or a PlayStation 4. So if you pay, it's really weird. So if you pay to try it and then you don't end up buying one, I know a way around this. This is fucking easy. There's a flaw in the madness. You'll get your money back. So try it.
I've got an Xbox One, can't play it.
And then give them £15. Try it. See what you think. Tell them you don't want to buy it. Fuck off. Get your money back, obviously, because you're not buying it. Fuck off. Come back next day. Or even an hour later, and buy it. What are they going to do? Pull the money back out your fucking pocket? It's stupid. But the reasoning for it is they reckon they're employing more people to stand around.
Bollocks! 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 Bollocks!
I mean, it probably is costing them money, but don't do it then. Or do it, but you're going to sell more to people.
Do it, but you're going to sell more to people.
That's the idea.
That's the point.
Either don't do it, or do it and you sell more, not fucking charge people.
That's like you having an orchard, right, and going, right.
Analogy coming,
right,
warning.
Yeah, this ain't going to make sense. But I have an orchard, right, don't want to pick the apples myself. No, what I'm going to do is if I stand here all day, I expect a wage. I'm going to put a trust basket, and people who climb in to eat my apples will pay for them on the way out. They have to pick them themselves. And makes no sense. Makes no sense. That makes no sense. It's like having a dead fish, yeah?
And fucking it.
Fucking it. That's just retarded. Who comes up with this?
Game. Mr. Game.
Mr. Game?
Yeah.
I think it was John Steinbacher, I think, at the time.
I don't know. I think it'll be some bright idea somewhere to make some
John
cash.
Steinbacher. I'm pretty fucking sure. Yeah, John Steinbacher, he was the head of Game when I was working at Game. American guy, ran electronics boutique.
Right.
I think he owned GameStop now.
Oh, right.
Sort of associated.
Maybe they're doing it in GameStop too. I don't know.
That's fucking stupid.
I feel I would have heard of that as well.
What have I got here? I can see the logic, kind of. It limits the numbers of people swarming the shop. If it was free, you wouldn't be able to move. Yeah, but
they'd have to queue up, so I don't think they'd.
No, I get the paying thing, but you should only get your money back if you feel sick because it's a ride.
The paying thing.
Well, just to limit, yeah.
No, you limit them by making them appointment, but it's free.
Yeah. Well, either way, right? Let's say they do go fuck it. Let's make some money out of it. You only have one set of money. You only give them 15 to 20 minutes. Which, right, that's it. No matter. There's no fucking brackets for this. So it's a fiver, 15 to 20 minutes. Right. That limits people.
But these are specially trained individuals.
You want people to see people having a great time in VR to then make them go, fuck me, I want to buy VR.
That is, if you saw someone playing it in corner, you're like,
and then watching them on screen.
What is that?
Yeah, what is that? What is he playing? He's playing.
It pays for itself doing it for free, basically. It's good marketing.
Yeah, for free. It makes sense.
I mean, they're only going to queue up anyway, and they're not going to queue up either. So if they have a point.
No, you see, the thing is, if you're queuing up during the day, you either work. I mean, most of the people that used to go into game when I was working there in the afternoon were students.
Go for a chat, hang around.
And they go in and they wander around. And it's like you don't sell anything. You sell next to nothing from the hours of 10:30 through to 2 o'clock. After that, then parents might start coming in with the kids, or certain adults will rush over and finish, and they're usually in the work clothes and they'll buy stuff, right? But everybody else is just milling around hoping there's a demo to play somewhere.
Yeah, maybe they'll start charging for them as well.
So I sort of get it for mid-afternoon, but for weekends, that's when they get busy. When we're working in game and weekends, practically everybody came into the store wanted to buy something. Yeah, so make an appointment.
Yeah, it's no problem. There you go, game. Solved it for you.
Sorted.
It's not that fucking hard. Right, Japanese naked schoolgirls. Game. This is fucked up. It's called Galgun. Double piece. It's like a weird on-rail shooter, except you're not. There's schoolgirls running at you. It's kind of sexual because they're bending over and the skirts are flipping up, and you have a target where you shoot them, I think. But the shooting them doesn't really seem like it's repelling them. It seems more like you're flirting with them. But either way, that appeases them and either makes them go away, and you can shoot the other schoolgirls in the background, and you can shoot their underwear if there's some on the side. And it's fucked. It's Japanese though, they love all that. So, that's not the best bit. The best bit is, the game costs £30, right?
So it's available over here?
I don't imagine it is.
Right, so it'll be 30 yen or some shit, so it's fuck all.
Yeah, it's £30, whatever that is, in yen.
Yeah, 80 billion yen.
Yeah, it's a lot. But, you can get microtransactions. £68. With this £68, on top of your £30, which would make the game nearly £100, you remove the claws.
What console are they on?
I don't know actually. I don't know. I'll just assume PlayStation. I have no idea. Might be PC. But it doesn't remove them completely. They still have their underwear on. But I mean, this is fucking weird.
It's fucking stupid.
They're mental. So yeah, £100. Naked anime schoolgirl shooter. So go back now. Go do that.
Is there feminists in Japan?
I think it's the feminists that are doing it. They're different there.
Right.
They do it the other way around.
After having a bomb dropped on them,
it's all reversed.
That's more liberating to them, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's more liberating the fact that we don't give a fuck about this. Oh, alright, yeah, it is, I suppose. It makes sense.
The voice actors are going on strike.
Yes.
Concerns over
pay and
safety
credit.
and respect. I'll probably pay.
You don't force people for respect.
Yeah, it's a bit of a loose sort of thing, that, isn't it? Respect's a bit of a thing.
Respect is earned.
I think it's little things like
It isn't.
I don't. I suppose everything depends how you look at it, doesn't it? From
it
what
is,
angle you're looking at it.
Like that.
Yeah, because then it's different. Because
That's
then if you're looking at it like that,
The hipster
that's
stance.
like, but apparently they're not being treated so well, and they haven't been for quite some time. So
No,
they
I mean,
just want across the board
Yeah,
sort of respect.
a lot of them don't get
I don't know if it was Jim Sterling, but somebody mentioned they get paid. They don't tell them what the game is, right?
So they can't put it onto their...
Well, they don't tell. They'll find out afterwards, but they don't tell them what it is, because they've obviously got agents, because that's how that works. Because they're actors, you have an agent to sort your deals out. But the agent can't sort a deal out, or barter, in any way, because they don't know what the game is. So there was one guy that did the bad guy for Fallout 4.
Yeah,
but he didn't know he was working on Fallout 4.
Oh, no, Fallout 4, that was terrible. Yeah.
He had no idea. Maybe it was Fallout 3, but whatever. It was a big one, and he didn't know that's And the agent didn't know that's what they were acting
sorry,
for.
I was thinking Far Cry, yeah. Go on, sorry.
He didn't know what it might have been for. I can't remember what game it was. Yeah. But the anyway.
Yeah.
I've lost track.
Sorry. Yeah. So the agent didn't know what he was buying.
So he couldn't buy it for it.
Right,
yeah. He didn't know if this was a big game or a little shitty indie game. He had no fucking idea. You just go in, you do your voices, you do whatever they tell you to do, and then you fuck off, and then you get paid whatever you've negotiated. But you can't really negotiate if you don't really know what your job is, because you don't know how big a earner it is.
Yeah. If you're playing Batman.
Yeah. That's. Yeah.
You want a bit more pennies.
More. Yeah. I don't know. So I think it's lots of little things like that. They probably want to smooth it out. I don't know.
So that's one good thing about Sony with the Santa Monica.
It's affecting most companies as well.
But I mean, they actually make a big deal about the voice actors and stuff like that. They'll go, like, look, this is Nolan North. We're definitely getting Nolan North back for Uncharted.
Yeah, but how do they treat the ones that aren't Nolan North? It's a selling point, isn't it?
Well, IO Interactive wanted to get rid of Jason Bateson, who is the voice of Hitman.
Right.
They wanted to get rid of him for Absolution.
Yeah.
And because he asked for a certain amount of money because he said, like, look, I'm the voice of Hitman.
Yeah.
People know me now
it
for
gives him a bit of
10 years.
Gives him a bit of clout.
You need me in this. Anybody else? Because he wanted to get some like Hollywood actor in. Like, I get a Hollywood actor who will only do it for dirt fucking cheap. Because like, I have a fucking game, innit? Because that's the way Hollywood actors see it. It's like a fucking game, innit?
Shit, innit? Yeah, that's
because like Kiefer Sutherland's cheap as fucking chips. That's why they get him in for like Metal Gear and Call of Duty and stuff like that. Absolutely cheap as chips. So Jason Bateson went, well, this ain't fucking right. So he took to social media and everybody went, well, fucking right, we'll boycott your fucking game if not. So they went, alright then, fair enough. And he got him back in, and he is that character as much as that character is that character.
In reality.
There's four iconic things about Hitman, Agent 47. His voice.
Well, you get used to that voice, don't you?
His voice, which means that his delivery and everything like that, because there's his character, which then sits into the fact that he stands so stoic and it works perfectly. His bald head,
that helps.
His red tie,
and
his tattoo on the back of his neck. If any one of those were missing, that is not Agent 47.
Yeah.
So to tie in to the voice actors, especially nowadays in gaming, they are.
It's bigger
important,
and bigger, more and more
really
and more
important.
and more. It makes a big difference. Like the Joker in Batman and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Not having Mark Hamill as the Joker.
I think a lot of them do their own motion capture, so that's probably where the safety comes in. There's probably some little annoyances they've got there. I don't know. They're not talking anymore.
The voice actor who played Joel in The Last of Us emoted so well, acted so well. I mean,
you need that again. Needs to be in a sequel.
He needs to be acknowledged for that.
Yeah, but I forgot here. I imagine it's difficult with those who do regular voice work for a company.
Yeah, well, it depends if.
I reckon the big boys are all right.
If they've got a contract with a company to do X amount of voices, that's down to their agent getting them that contract for that company to do X amount of voices.
Yeah.
If they are, like, say, bidding for a voice, like the voice actor for Vass, which is where I got crossed over with Fallout 4 and Far
begins
Cry.
with F.
Yeah. Well, with Vass, he was on the cover of Far Cry 3. He was, all the promotion was on that motherfucker, right? And he's in the game for next to no time.
Yeah.
But they obviously went, fuck man, this guy's
he stands out so much. Yeah, and if it was just somebody
good.
who was a bit shit voice acting.
Yeah, so without his voice acting, that character wouldn't have been the
I think sometimes they get him to do it all day as well, like non-stop voice acting, so the voices can get fucked, and it's just little things.
Reading comprehension lessons needed. Sorry, I imagine it's different with. Sorry, fuck off.
I'm reading very, very tiny text here.
It is small.
It's fuck off.
Right, so that's happening. Red Faction, do you remember that?
Yeah, we were good, the first one.
Well, it's now legal in Germany. Strange place.
The first one was basically Total Recall. Everything were on Mars. It had the first geodynamic worlds where you can actually blow through
You can
walls
blow
and
everything
stuff,
up, yeah.
On PlayStation 2.
There's just a lot of things that just banned in Germany. And I think it looks like they might be loosening up a bit, but this is fucking old. So
Bang,
see how that goes. Candy Crush show, TV show, that's happening. Enjoy that. I don't know how it's going to be a TV show. I think it's like a game show with a game that's Tetris.
Wow. Okay, that's big. I can't. Right, I'm gonna have to go on Twitch to read this. Right. Fucking hell.
We could do it again in bits.
Fucking hell. Right, Twitch.
Not much information on that, but that's in the United States. And there's a Monster Hunter Direct, if you like, Monster Hunter on Thursday. It's nothing to do with the Nintendo Switch. It's just Monster Hunter, probably for the 3DS. I don't know. I could never get into it.
No, they're a bit.
But I think you need an online. I think you need a crew, and you need to do it that way. I think. Games with gold. November. Super Dungeon Brothers. Xbox One.
Yeah.
It doesn't look so good to me, that. Murdered Soul Suspect. I think we watched a bit of a Twitch stream on that, and it was dull as fuck.
Yeah.
It looked really, really bad. That's for Xbox One.
I can't read that, sorry. Hours at a time. In addition, they want stunt coordinators for certain motion capture work, additional pay for actors on successful games, and for actors to know the roles they're playing before they play. Copy and paste quote from what they want. Your Google 4 is bad. Ignore it.
Yeah, I tried to read it, dude. But
Yeah, it
sorry.
just started work.
Sorry,
Monkey Island. I think this is special edition. So this is for the 360 on Xbox One. Far Cry 3. Blood Dragon for the 360 on Xbox One. That's your games of gold for
Excellent.
November.
Cancelled my goal.
Are you interested in any of them?
Oh,
Monkey Island's good just to have there, I suppose. Historic reasons. Far Cry, Blood Dragon.
I don't get the Xbox 360 ones.
Do you not?
No.
How come?
Because the shit.
All right. I thought you just couldn't access them.
No,
I thought you couldn't access them.
the shit.
Yeah, Blood Dragon and the other ones are just fucking daft. I've got to look at them. I don't think they're out for you. I won't waste your time.
Alright, are we going on to
Who releases?
who releases? Bear with me. Lost my cursor. There we go. So, strike a pause. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Who Releases. Coming up tomorrow, one for Chris Broderick, Darksiders War Mastered Edition for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Wii U and PC. It's not a 9 out of 10 game. It's not a 9 out of 10 game.
But it might be to some people.
Even to some people it's not. Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2, Xbox One, PlayStation 4. These are all tomorrow, people.
Don't mind me.
Farming Simulator 17.
Yes!
I do want to get one of them. I want to play it in VR though.
Play the VR,
Yeah. Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC. Just Dance 17. Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Wii U, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Wii! Oh my fucking word. Wii. There's a game coming out on a Wii tomorrow. There's a fucking game.
Bullshit.
It's coming out on a Wii.
Wii U?
Did.
Oh wait, fucking hell.
For the PC as well, Just Dance 17. Wow, fucking hell. Ubisoft just shit them out, don't they? Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence, Ambition. Might be winning so far. PlayStation 4 and PC. Tumblestone, Xbox One. World of Final Fantasy, PS4 and Vita. Bound to be shit. JRPG. Yoamawari, Night Alone, Vita, PC. That's a lot coming out tomorrow. And then on Thursday we've got Berserk for the PlayStation 4, PS3 and Vita. Yeah. Cows, Burning... Oh no, it's Crows.
Burning Crows?
No, it's going to be Burning Edge. Oh. Cows, Burning Edge, that sounds ace. Crows, Burning Edge, PS4. Neo Atlas 1469 for the Vita. Weeping Doll, PSVR. That sounds interesting. Carnival Games VR, PSVR and Vive. Yeah.
And on Friday we have Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 for the Xbox One, PS4 and PC. That came out on tomorrow as well. Must be one in America, one in Europe. Also, Friday, we have Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition, Xbox One and PS4 and PC. Titanfall 2, Xbox One. Wow, that's come out without much fanfare, hasn't it?
There was a trailer today. It's quite a good trailer, actually. Not so much an in-game trailer, but it was alright. Check it out. It's alright. I didn't mind it. I watched a review on it. Got a pretty good score. So, might be good.
I don't think those devs were very proud of that game, so...
Were they not?
Well, they haven't fucking pushed it.
No, I haven't seen too much. I was surprised.
I mean, it was one of the biggest push launch titles on the console, or launch region titles.
Maybe it was the Switch, Nintendo, Red Dead combination that just...
Yeah, but I mean, even beforehand, 2 weeks beforehand, nobody knew this shit was coming out, so, like, advertise this stuff.
Somebody knew.
Somebody knew. Your Mama Worry Night Alone.
Your mama.
Your Mama. And that takes us through to November, so the winner must be... Where are we? No, that's how it is. Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence, Ambition.
And the winner for me has got to be Just Dance, just because it's on the Wii.
It's on the fucking Wii! It's on the fucking
Got a
Wii.
tie. That's fucked up.
That's really fucked up. That's Ubisoft not giving a shit. Right, okay, so we're going to VOP. So we'll do this.
Bit of oppage.
Oh,
Voice of the people! Haroken! So, this will be the Showbiz Games group! Exclamation! Exclamation!
Yeah, bear with
Exclamation! Exclamation! Join that! It's good! And
once I get
bit of
this
jiggery
shit-
pokery.
Hocus Pokery.
Hocus pokery.
I drop my pants and I shit in your mouth. I drop my pants and I shit in your mouth. I
He
drop
doesn't.
my pants and I shit in your
That's
mouth.
never happened.
Heroes in a half shell, shit your mouth.
Oh, is that the bit they changed for the UK version?
Yeah.
Took them words out.
For fun. Right, okay, come on, refresh now.
Certainly wasn't in the German version.
Oh, it is. The shit's down mouthing, shit in the mouthing. Why is this not playing now? Oh, there's fucking. Oh.
It was working earlier.
It was working earlier, wasn't it? You witnessed. There we go. And we're there.
We're here, we're back.
And we're there. And
We're in the group. We're there now. Can you
move-
see us in Facebook?
Move this over. Oh, just need to get me shit out of the way.
There we go. There we go. He's gonna move his poo.
I need to move me.
Put his shit in his pants. Okay, what's happening?
Oh, and shit in your mouth.
What's happening in the voices?
Okay, the voice of the peps. Voice of the peps. We have Mr. Garstang doing peppy things. What the fuck happened to your Wii pad, man?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never noticed this happen before, but apparently this is a thing that happens. But I just never noticed.
So just turn on and advertise some shit.
It just pops up. I think it happens. It just pops up and said, "Check this out." It wasn't on. Console
That's
wasn't
annoying
on.
as fuck.
It just popped up, and then it fucked off, and I'm like, am I tripping now, or what? What the fuck's... I took a quick picture of it. So yeah, I found it quite sad actually. It was a little bit upsetting.
Oh, it is. It's like
The final win.
you want my son? Take my son because I'm
dying.
dead now.
That's how I saw it. He was dying on my table. It was really upsetting. So that's happening. Poor bastard.
Thanks for adding to me, Mark Singleton there, world champion at Gauntlet.
World champion at Gauntlet.
He's now part of our group, so go and check him out now.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Oh, there's a review there by Mr. Broderick.
I asked him to share it, he wouldn't share it.
You can read that.
You can read it with your eyeballs.
I don't know if he was so keen on it. I don't know. I always go straight to the bottom.
Well, our previous two reviews on the showmegames.co.uk website have got exactly the same score.
Have they?
Yeah.
Wow.
By two different reviews.
Is it a good score?
Well, you'll have to go and find out. And give us a view. Right, so
What else
moving
have
on.
we got?
It's good. Divinity's nice and cheap now. 73% off Divinity.
Yeah. Pashy's bargains.
There we go. Did you vote on what you play?
Yeah, there was a lot of people comparing the Switch to a tablet, really.
Yeah.
in general, and saying you can stick things outside, it already exists.
Tank versus horse.
This is quite good.
I've to stop that music now. I do like this music, but I'm going to stop it.
Yeah, it gets in the way. Tank versus horse.
Used to happen quite a bit.
Who will win? I thought the horse was going to win. Clearly didn't. Clearly not. Let's watch that again. It's worth watching 2 or 3 times.
Boom!
I mean, the horse got fucked up with the guy. Yeah, get the scarring in there. I mean, the horse didn't fare too well, but the guy, I don't even know where he is now.
He's the top one.
Oh, he's got even further up.
Yeah. Right, so that's cool. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Battlefield
we enjoy
1.
all that. There it is.
Nintendo
Switch.
Switch, everybody. The Red Spider.
Well, it's 3D though, like
that's not the 3D
earlier.
one. That's not the 3D one.
No, but look, it is 3D because he's coming out of the screen.
No, that's the image that they use on the JXD.
Is that not real?
Yeah. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
True that.
He's got armour on.
John shared this earlier on.
Yeah, don't play with VR because there's a chance if you're playing online that you might get virtually grope raped.
Well, if you watch me play
Anything.
Heist
Right.
on the PSVR,
Yeah.
you want to touch stuff. You want to reach out and touch stuff. I was stroking the guy's leg, for fuck's sake.
No, you were tickling his balls.
Tickling his balls.
I requested that, to be fair, but
I was tickling his balls. As Batman, I was touching myself and going down. I watched that video back.
But
it was brilliant. But you do
right.
it. It's
Of course
innocent.
you do it.
It's innocent.
Of course
It's
you
more
do.
innocent than any. It's mischievously bollocks. All you're doing is you're
funny.
trying to do something
Yeah,
that you would not normally do in real life.
I'd find it fucking hilarious if I was in a game and then just 200 guys started chasing me. Like, it's just funny.
It's funny,
because it's not real. It's pretend. It's just like the same as say Halo or any online game where they fucking do that thing, teabag.
Teabagging.
It's just somebody being a dick and having a laugh.
It
doesn't matter.
You're doing stuff you would not normally do in real life.
It goes back to the whole murder sim with GTA and things like that.
Bollocks.
It's the same
It's
ballpark.
absolute bollocks.
You're not.
If I could create a female avatar for myself to then go out into these worlds, I've no doubt some guys would be coming over and going da da da, and I'd be going da 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 da, and I've no doubt that some of these guys would actually be women going, I'll use a guy avatar, see how they like
or
it.
vice versa.
Right? And it'd be like, so you don't actually know who you're interacting with anyway.
Do you fuck?
So,
and if I had a knife, I'd be cutting the face up on the floor as
I
well.
would stop.
I'd be trying to
put my cigar out in that guy's
Everything.
face.
I'd be
trying to chin the dude.
I'd be trying to put it up their arse.
Yeah,
it's just funny.
It's only after you've experienced that in such a way that you can get away with it, then it becomes dull. And then you just want to get on with the game.
After a while, you get over
so,
it.
So I think it's
there's another option of just turning it off as well.
It watches you sleep. It watches me sleep. Amazing. Thing I don't get is how her in-game avatar is a helmet and hands, and she didn't have a body. Yes, no, I got that.
Right.
I got that.
Well, I didn't read it. I just
she was just they're basically just disembodied heads, right, and then hands to show you can interact, right? So somebody's come over and started in the general area. She's up down taking it all as. I mean, I'm paraphrasing the full article, like, but yeah, she took it as felt like I was being invaded. You know, being groped and touched. You're not, love. You're not.
You're
at home.
Yeah.
You're at home.
Yeah.
Stop this. When you play a fighting game, do you think sometimes I feel as though he's properly kicking my head in? No, it's an avatar.
Mortal Kombat is just
not
ripping
you.
your head off.
It's not you.
Yeah.
It's not you.
It's a bit of overreaction there, oversensitivity. It would certainly seem.
Yeah. It's probably just clickbait anyway. Not like
No,
John. Not John put it there, but I think.
No, I don't think it is. There's too many things like this in the world.
Okay, once we get to the one which shows the colours, we'll have to click on that. Broderick did that. Confirmed that it didn't exist, even though you shared this, and then Chris Frischwood.
No, I don't think I shared it, but I think someone else did.
Somebody else did. Yeah. Right. There's that. Moving down.
There's your PlayStation.
Oh, fuck off.
Look at now. I don't think Paul Ashton believed it. He thought it was a setup, but it's everywhere now. It's definitely real. That's how fucked up it sounds.
Yeah.
You can't believe it. It sounds like...
That's Mr. Garstang.
Yeah, so
Head of the curve.
there's your little tinging bobs. And we've also added to it that this is a double dash track.
Yes, it is.
Which I haven't seen anybody else mention. This
Stephen
is
Tunstall being
the ultimate
facetious.
controllers. More mistakes.
Yeah.
It's good to take the piss. It's enjoyable.
It's like this going. We got everything. 30 party on. I'm not saying this. Shenmue 3. Oh, it's awesome.
Half-Life 3.
I'm going to move on now. These are the colours. Right, I'm going to click on this.
Yeah, so
these are potential
mock-up. These are mock-ups.
concepts. Some of these are absolutely...
But even white, that's cool. Better than grey. Anything.
Right, so
Better than grey.
Got a white one which is nice. That orange one is Bonnie.
Bonnie.
There we go. Scottish. The blue one's quite nice.
That's really cool.
In fact, every one of these, even the pink one,
Yeah,
even the salmon
I
one,
like the pink one, I think.
is quite
I
nice.
think
The
that's my
green's
favourite.
gorgeous. I love the green. Love the green. The purple's not bad. I can imagine getting bored of that one though. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And I'll even have that one. It's alright.
Now, hopefully they'll have at least 2 colours at launch. Eventually, you know you're going to get all this.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't really do it so much with Wii U. But they didn't sell any, so I don't think they had much incentive. But
No.
you look at the 3DS, which is portable, there's every fucking colour imaginable, every possible design you could think of, colour-wise.
Did he have bioluminescent?
Yes, probably. I'm
Right.
just going to throw a yes out there.
That's not actually you
Radioactive.
couldn't. Right, okay. That's good. Skyrim mods, 1 gig on PS4. This is a flip reverse. I know that's the mods there, right? But
Yeah.
on the 360, if you bought, say, Rainbow Six Vegas 2, your entire career
Sorry,
save,
Edzik, man.
your entire career save, your entire, you go for everything and you play it online and all that kind of shit. All that save came down to something like 230k. Right, K, nothing. Right?
Yeah.
Because it held all information online. Mick had it on the PlayStation 3. It was 2 gig.
Right. That's strange.
It was 2 gig. And I said to him, like, what? So any games that I had, that he had on his PS3, the one time I sat there and just went through his saved games to see how much data it actually
It just
takes
took up more
and
space.
it just took up more space.
So they
Like,
can't
bizarre.
compress it, maybe. Maybe they
But it
struggle
was just
with
weird, but then...
So what's this saying then?
This is saying for a mod on the PlayStation 4, it'll take a gig.
Right.
Yeah, for a mod, say.
Yeah.
Right? But on the Xbox One, it'll take up 5 gigs of space.
Right. Weird. That's happening.
That's the thing. There we
you
go. That's the initial.
Guess what
concept.
that is? That's what they would have done. That's what they did with the Wii U.
You would,
That's like literally what they did with the Wii U.
Was it?
They got a screen like that, and they stuck them on the side,
and
and they
as a
tested
concept.
it with that. Yeah,
Right.
in the concepts. That's what they were doing.
Awesome, brilliant. Brilliant.
So you're probably not far off with that one. Now that would have been a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that really would have been a beautiful, beautiful thing. That, however, is a beautiful thing. We talk about Nintendo Ouya 2.
Nintendo Ouya 2 at the end, if you want to skip to the end, or
Yeah,
you can
it's
watch
about
us.
half an hour from the end. Yeah.
It's something like that,
Yeah.
yeah. Or we'll just watch us play them games, which are, on the most part, pretty fucking cool. I enjoyed all of them. I mean, the last one I played was the Jumper.
Space.
It was a bit but because it was in VR, it was exciting.
I reckon if me and Paul weren't there,
I would have just done it.
I think you would have enjoyed it more.
I did feel like I was just going through the motions, though.
Mm.
I think that's just the game in itself.
Yeah, it probably is, but if me and Paul weren't there, I still think you might have been a subconscious thing of like, let's see how far I can get
Possibly.
here. But if you're on your own, I think you might have just gone, let's have a fucking...
I'll tell you what, though, if it was just on the screen and it weren't VR,
Oh, no,
I would have
no.
switched it off straight
Yeah.
away. But VR makes everything better. It does. But all the other games, the demos and things...
Kitchen.
Great. This is a good one. I like that GIF. This is the Switch. This is what it can do. But other consoles can't. Bear this in mind.
There you go. Check that out, I'll hide behind the comics. Voice of the people. I'm a secret wine drinker.
I think it may be able to do a little bit more than that. But
Yeah.
I enjoy the trolling. It's good.
This is the one that has a 3D screen.
Yeah, I did watch this actually. Yeah, I did watch that.
It looks like a piece of shit, but the fact that it's got a 3D screen's interesting.
It's pretty interesting, yeah.
Because that's quite cheap.
It doesn't
That
look,
unit
is
is
it?
200 quid.
Is it? Fucking hell, right. Does that go into your telly as well?
But that was 2 years ago.
All right, so now it should be cheaper or more powerful.
HDMI out to your TV.
Yeah. It's not as convenient for the mass market.
No,
but
it isn't.
For
but
someone
I mean,
who's a bit savvy.
This is from a company nobody's fucking heard of.
Yeah.
Shitting out a thing that just so happens to be ridiculously similar.
Similar, yeah. So
hopefully 3D. It's not
yeah,
gonna happen, but-
on your portable bit.
on your portable bit, yeah.
On that bit.
On that bit right there.
This bit. Maybe.
Maybe.
We don't even know if it's touch.
Graham Daly exists.
He does. He consistently exists.
All them are the things.
They're the things, which doesn't mean they're making anything.
It doesn't mean anything, yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
Here's Mario. Right. This Mario, I'm not feeling it.
No!
And
I don't like the 3D Marios anyway.
I love Galaxy.
Meh.
I don't like Sunshine. I like Mario 64. I like Mario World. I like some of them.
I think I did not like Mario 64 as far as me controlling it.
Yeah.
Because I really struggled getting my head around that. I really struggled. You got right into it.
It's like me with fighting games.
I didn't mind watching it. So like most of the Nintendo games, I watched you finish and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was saying this to Jack just before we get on to I was saying to Jack with the Nintendo, this new Nintendo Switch is weird for me. It's because like I want to hold it and play it. I'm not want to buy it to play Zelda. No, I have never finished a Zelda game apart from Link to the Past.
Yeah.
I have never. I'm not going to buy it for a Mario game.
No.
Right, so I'll buy it for a Mario Kart game.
Yeah.
And then possibly
if it has the other main games,
maybe.
Yeah.
But other than
needs
that,
the third
I'm
party
not
games.
going to buy them.
Yeah. The third party games, if they were different to what's on there, will get you in.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you're just going to play it on your Xbox. So what's the point in getting another machine unless they have something weird? So, but this, I don't know, I'm a little bit suspicious of it.
What have we got going on here? Thing I don't get is that alright, yeah. Smash?
Yeah, I don't like Smash.
Smash! I like Smash, but I don't like it because I don't like the controls. I think they're shit. It just doesn't do it for me, but I really like the idea of it. It just pisses me off.
I think Smash is basically autistic person Street Fighter.
Possibly.
Because you have to have your brain wired wrong to play it.
I like it, but I just can't control it.
Joking,
but it's like the Mario Kart of fucking fighting games to me.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. It's so fun. It's manic. Right. So my suspicions about this. He just goes forward. Now he does a triple jump and he does all this and he does all that, but he doesn't go left or right. And the whole level seems to. I mean, it looks like he can go left or right here, but the whole level just seems to be saying you're going this way.
It looked.
Is this going to be some weird, not quite 3D, but 3D?
It looked like Super Mario 3D to me.
Super Mario 3D World.
3D World.
Well, no, because that's from more of a side angle.
Yeah.
This perspective.
No, it is until you get to certain levels, and then it sort
some
of
levels are just
behind you.
Yeah.
So that will the camera will be able to spin around it.
I think this is going to be in between 3D World and a proper 3D Mario.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be this annoying little weird thing they've done. So I'm a little bit suspicious about it. I think it's going to be a case of you just going that way. You can go that way, but there's not much point. Maybe a secret. You go in that way, which doesn't do anything for me.
Well, it's a Mario game. They don't really do it for me. Best one for me, Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Close second, Super Mario 3.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm not bothered.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it, but yeah.
See, this is the thing with me not being a retro gamer, but the only Zelda game I finished, Link to the Past.
Link to the Past.
I enjoyed
Fantastic.
Ocarina, but then I got fed up with the lack of options.
Right.
I've grown up, so I'm like, where's my Skyrim world?
Yeah.
Right, so, but I watched you play it all and really enjoyed it.
You mean Twilight Princess as well?
The Twilight Princess was really good as well, but and then I got bored of that. I went, But I watched you play it and really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think you would have liked me play it because you couldn't get into Skyward Sword because it took a bit to get going.
Yeah, Skyward Sword. Yeah,
but I think if I were playing it and you were watching, you would have been right because I would have been playing it right. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's the exact same thing. It's like if you were to sit there and watch me play Skyrim, you'd probably get fucking bored. But it would have probably gone on a little bit longer. You would have watched that possibly longer than you would have played it, and it's the same with
because
Zelda
I would have got into that mindset.
Yeah. So, but it is.
So,
that's with that Mario. I reckon it is going to be a 3D world. I reckon it's going to be somewhere between a galaxy and sunshine.
If I can jump round that moon in background, I'm happy then.
No, in fact, no. Scratch that. I think it's going to be somewhere between galaxy, sunshine, and 64.
Then I'm not as sold.
I think that's what they're going to be doing. I think they're going to try and create new characters for it. Because the thing is with Mario, is for all the characters, there's not that many characters.
It's Mario and Toads generally.
It's Mario and Toads, and then you got two princes. Now got three princesses. One of them that were invented purely for fucking Mario Kart. No, it was Galaxy, wasn't it, Rosalina?
Yeah.
So the breadth of characters is there isn't that much. I mean, you got a shit ton of Bowser kids.
Well, it's always it's the thing with Mario. It's about the gameplay and how it plays. That looks like fucking boring and shit.
Well, that's it. Unless they make this where you wander around talking to people, and in which case it's not a Mario game then.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, well, that's what they tried to do with Sunshine. It's like go and talk to that Toad.
I didn't like it.
Oh yeah,
it was horrible.
Make it
Paul
wet.
Ashton likes that. A lot of people do like it, but a lot of people don't. I think it's one of them games that splits people's opinions.
Scroll down. This is that thing that was shared earlier. Oh, it was me that shared it.
It was you. He said it was me. It was him.
It was me.
He's crazy.
He's crazy.
He's a crazy, crazy man.
I have the courage to whine. Yeah, so I shared that and lolled it. Adam Lowell did it.
Yeah.
PlayStation, huh?
Red Dead.
Red Dead. So,
let's have a reminder.
Let's have a reminder. Let's see if we can make it bigger. Nope.
No.
Fucked it.
Abort.
Bad touch. Bad touch. Bad touch.
Abort.
Bad touch.
Abort.
Bad touch.
We discussed not doing this earlier.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
And the first thing he did
was went ahead and did it.
We just did it anyway. There we go. Pretend we're watching it, but we can't. Well, we can't.
We've got cross-eyed, won't we?
Just caught like that.
Yeah, the bison. Yeah. Oh, see? Non-binary. That one.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Considering it's open world, I assume it's gold.
You gotta run and don't look back. This is over.
Wow.
I really want it to be Red Dead 3 though. I want to be the son pissed off and fucking torn and mental.
Well, that was
Kicking ass.
1890 something, weren't it? So that was just before the shit started kicking off in.
Well, no, I watched something today. It said it was 1911. The bulk of the story of Red Dead 2 was 1911.
1911.
Sorry, 18.
1811. Wow. Sorry, no, it's because the Wild West was from 1878 till 1880, so like 12 years. It were 1890. Right. And that was the Wild West.
I think they were saying it was 1911, but then it's...
Well, 1911 might be the sun bit.
No, the bulk of the game was supposed to be 1911. I think it says that on Wikipedia. Google.
Right, okay.
But then, obviously, his son turning up was later than that even.
That would have meant World War One.
So...
But they have a Mauser.
Actually, to be Red Dead 3, it would have to be a lot later.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it? So I don't know if that'll work out. I suppose they had to go back, because it would be too far on the edge, wouldn't it? Because I'm not sure of the time. I mean, you were saying that...
Well, the Wild West lasted for 12 years.
Yeah,
right? That was while territories were ungoverned and stuff. I mean, John's more of a history buff than me, but...
Do it.
But, But like Deadwood and stuff like that, that existed for 12 years, lawless, and then they had to start...
What was that time period?
That was 1870 something.
Right.
It's because your mum's grandma was alive while cowboys were about.
Yeah.
Right? That's how recent history it is. So like when John Marston's son gets, it might be about 19 11 then when he goes and gets revenge on that guy.
Wait, I think they brought it up from
because
they
John
Googled
Marston,
it, and I think
it wasn't.
It was possibly Wikipedia they got it from. I'm not sure, but they just read some, and it was like it's the bulk of the game.
Right.
I'm sure they said 1911.
Oh, that's fucking.
I'm sure they did.
That's,
I'll have to double check.
That's
on
really,
that.
really fucked because by the time of 1911,
Well, I mean,
most
you
of
had
America
you had the
was.
trains in there, and
Yeah, but
you
your
had
train
sort
was
of building up.
were there anyway. Your trains were there since 1860. They brought Chinese over, and the Chinese and Irish laid all the train tracks across all the land. And if you're staying in the mid part of North America and going over to the east, like in New York states or the New England states, you had a lot of train tracks there. So the Wild West was fighting over territories, and anybody could just shoot because there was no law there, right?
Yeah.
And then 1911, World War One.
Well,
Right, America was in that war,
yeah,
right, and
yeah.
and they did a big thing with the firearms in Red Dead Redemption, where the firearms were real to the time. So I'm like, fuck you, that's a Mauser, that Mauser pistol that you
They had
get.
one machine gun in there, but it was one of them sort of
Yeah, it was a
Gatling
Gatling one. But they had a Mauser pistol, and that Mauser pistol was the first semi-automatic pistol ever made. I was like, what the fuck? What's that doing there? So I googled it, and it actually told me it got made in 1892 or some shit like that. So it was like, right, okay.
So if they fall in the time, it's got to be at least
if
that.
he died while his son was about 11 or 12.
He dies at the end of the game,
Yeah.
by the way.
So when he gets shot to fuck,
We said it about 5 times.
when he gets shot to fuck at the end of end of
it was glorious.
it
but
was
upsetting.
massively upsetting.
And then when you come back as the son, you come back as the son, by the way.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
That was ace.
It wasn't
That
pretty
was
cool
ace.
because all the entire game was you just literally trying to find redemption. Can I go? Can I rest with my wife? Can I rest with my children? Can I just do farming work? Can I
So
just
we
be
all just fuck
a man?
off and leave me
Yeah, and
alone.
then always pass catches up with him.
Yeah.
And everybody just lays with. So that's about 1890 odd, right? And his son's about 11. So when his son goes out on rampage, he's about 20 something, which would take us
I
up to
think so.
1905, possibly up to 1910, 1911. So that's when that would be, but it can't have happened at 1911 because of the stuff that was happening.
I mean, he might just be wrong on Wikipedia.
I think the wiki could be wrong.
I think it was kind of funny. I think I watched Kind of Funny, and they just brought it up as.
1914 was World War One, but 1911 shit was kicking off. 1912 shit was going
I don't
a bit.
even know. I'm sure we did.
1914 was then everything went.
Google Red Dead 2 when that was Red Dead Redemption.
Although Red Dead Redemption is mainly set in 1911 and 1914, the background of the characters in the world spans over decades of the... Right. Yeah, but it isn't.
I'm sorry, it isn't. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong.
They've wronged it.
It's wrong.
Confirmed.
No, honestly, it's wrong. But
I would have just liked to have been the sun raging, but maybe the times wouldn't add up anyway, so it kind of makes sense. They'll be bringing back... But the first one, was he not in a bit of a gang then anyway? Was that not the whole
Billy
point?
Marston's gang, who's actually in that, there were seven members.
So have they not
which
kind of
are
already done that?
In the advert.
But if they've not already done the gang
all seven
thing,
of them.
But have they not done the gang thing in the first one? Because I didn't play it because it's supposed to be shit.
It's shit. it's shit.
So have they not already covered this?
Well, what it was is John Marston in his younger days, he left his wife and went and joined this gang to be bank robbers and stuff.
But is that not what this is going to be?
Well, he was unapologetic. He weren't fighting against his gang members.
Right.
It was a bit of a dick. The first one, he's a dick. He goes around killing people. He's a bit like, you know how everybody slates fucking Kane and Lynch. Like, no, how can you like two fucking despicable characters?
But what I mean is,
that game was.
How many times is he gonna redeem himself?
Yeah. Oh no, I get you.
I don't get it.
No, I get you.
Maybe it's more of a
you.
remake of the first one than it is a prequel.
But
if that makes
again,
sense.
you know, it's.
So I assume these are the old gang members.
The
that he used to
Corvin
hang
of
around with.
1911 and 1914 was good. Anyway,
That's going to drive him insane.
It's pissing me off.
He's gonna
They've even told.
Research this
Which
shit again
it's
right
wrong,
now.
It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's
I won't be
wrong.
going there.
About 6 hours.
6 hours.
Right.
That's a piss. What else have we got?
Right. We'll shortly squiggle down. Nintendo Switch.
Don't know if anybody's heard of it.
Winning
What
a
is
match
this?
with 1 HP.
True Dead.
Yeah, I
Must
win.
have missed that one.
Videos, let's have a look.
The build up to Switch. Who the fuck is that bitch?
That bitch is Lewis Bitchington.
Gamer Blackman. Do you want to check that out?
No, enjoy that shit.
He might have VR. He might let you use it for free. Try it.
Oh,
Ask him politely.
somebody bitching about it not being on PC.
Yeah, what is that about? Because the other one wasn't on PC, were it?
No.
The PC
And
people
GTA
not
5
like cowboys.
GTA 5 didn't come out on PC till like
Till later,
2
yeah.
years later. So
Yeah.
it's funny.
That is quite hilarious. So the Master Race is a bit shit, really, let's be honest. It's not getting the big games.
Nintendo.
And they often end up broken, let's be honest.
Yes, they do. And
Works both ways.
I think that pretty much takes us to last week.
Yeah, we're pretty much done there. So that was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Aaron is confused.
I'm more annoyed.
He's gonna tell you how he's annoyed in closing.
Yeah, I will do that.
He's
yeah.
gonna close down his annoyance.
I'm annoyed because
Because he's fucking annoyed, alright?
no, because
leave it be.
1914 was when it all kicked off. There were rumblings beforehand,
And rambling.
and ramblings, but no, it's bollocks. He even mentions, I think there's one mission where he mentions, there's one person going, I can't wait till the rail track's finished, it should be done by about 1992 or 1892 or some shit like that, because
But
when you
it's-
go to Blackwater, which is the
Yeah.
proper nice town,
Does it not depend on what points in the game? Because it isn't.
yeah,
it
does
isn't
say-
just at one
it does
point.
say that it's mainly set in 1911 and 1914 for the
Oh,
background
right,
of the stories, but nothing gets mentioned about the movement in Europe of the war. Nothing gets mentioned about that.
Right. Here we are. Wikipedia says the Wild West era ended in 1912.
Wikipedia can shut the fuck up because it lasted for 12 years and it lasted in 18.
I think you should go on and update
It's
Wikipedia.
1870 something. It was before the Wild West is before unification of all of the American states, where they actually had to side with a state and go under the federal banners and shit like that. And it's in 1870 to 1882, or just a bit out of the way. It's a 12-year period. That's bullshit. Because find out when Wild Bill Hickok, he was a genuine person, Buffalo Bill, genuine
Yes,
person. Right, he was a real person, and that was 18 something or other. He died in Deadwood playing poker, and they say that he died with.
Watch Deadwood, by the way.
Yeah,
It's
watch
great.
Deadwood. But he died.
It's got Lovejoy in it.
The witnesses say the old change what he died because he was playing cards. He died with his cards in his hands and stuff
Right.
like that. But they like to make this myth saying that he had a full house, which is 3 of a kind and 2 of a kind, which is full house. So they like to say that it was three spades and 2 or everything. So it's the dead man's hand. So whenever you hear he's got the
it's-
dead man's hand,
I see,
is
right.
Buffalo Bill.
I've heard that,
So
but I
if
didn't know
you,
why.
yeah, if you have a look at that, well, Wikipedia says well did about. Yeah, so so from that. In Deadwood, which is actually relatively historically correct, there's a sheriff called Bullock in it. Now that Bullock, after being sheriff of Deadwood, he used to be a U.S. Marshal, and then he went from being sheriff in Deadwood to being a U.S. Marshal again. He did that for a few years. Then he ended up becoming the security guard or bodyguard of the president. So remember, years. Then he became bodyguard and best friend of the president, who was president of the United States during World War I. Years. He was old. He was old man at the time. So years and years between.
But maybe
So-
maybe the game is just taking liberties with certain things.
it might
Yeah.
be taking massive liberties with actual history. 18, yeah. Where was? Oh my god.
It might be a while.
Yeah, no, it's
the game's not set majority in that time.
I don't know.
It may touch
Yeah.
on that time, but it's
I
not set
basically just went
majority
off the wiki thing that
Yeah,
someone else said.
the wiki's wrong. Somebody would have typed it. Nobody would have argued.
I still want to
with
play
it
Sun.
Yeah.
Right, thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for all that good stuff and all that sexiness.
Watch Deadwood and
Watch
like
Deadwood.
and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Hyrule.
And join the group, which is in Hyrule.
Link.
Show me games! Exclamation! Exclamation!
Link on a horse.
Exclamation!
Right there.
And don't forget.
Stop it!
Post what you want. Post
Don't
what you want.
fucking-
Gaming related.
Don't wind me up. I'm drinking wine. I'll cry.
You will cry.
I will
So yeah. See you
No,
later.
thank you very much. Yeah. See you later.
Bye bye.
That's- Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah.
I have to do something.
Let me open your chest.